Officer Eva Imani, Mandy, has become one of the most persistent detectives in the intelligence unit on Chicago police, but her unfettered passion got her into trouble during the suspenseful autumn finale of Season 13. In Season 13's Root Cause, Hank Voight, Jason Begg, was left feeling horrible when the squad eliminated Gary Bell, an emotionally disturbed serial killer. Gary committed himself shortly after informing the intelligence unit officers, "He made me like this." To whom was he referring? Voight and Officer Eva Imani discovered throughout the investigation that Gary's violent father, Raymond Bell, Barry Dell Sherman, had probably conditioned him to become a murderer. Even though Voight lacked hard proof against Raymond, he was troubled by the idea that Gary had a harsh childhood and worried about Julie, Gary's small daughter, being in Raymond's care. After a guy was discovered dead in Raymond's area in the same way that Gary had mistreated his victims, Voight's investigation into Raymond gained impetus. Voight became more and more certain that Gary's father, who appeared to be still causing chaos, was the source of his wickedness. When Voight went to Raymond after the local murder to inquire about the murder in his area, Raymond offered a shaky alibi, saying he was at home with his granddaughter Julie at the time of the assault. Voight was still certain that something terrible was going on inside the house, even after Julie meticulously repeated this tale. Voight quickly made contact with a mentally ill witness who had been viciously attacked by Raymond for stealing a bag of mulch, using the murder as a springboard. According to the witness, the Bells were rotten, and he had saw a nurse enter the Bell residence and never leave. There was no wine in the wine cellar located in the basement. After urging the team to look through unresolved kidnapping cases, Voight immediately discovered that Julie had been hospitalized. Voight and Imani went over with a CPS officer, but Raymond and Julie insisted that there was no foul play and that she had just fallen from a tree. Imani provided Julie her phone number, so she would have someone to call in an emergency. When Imani cautiously inquired as to whether Julie had ever investigated her grandfather's basement, Julie disclosed that the spirit of Aurelia was located there. Aurelia was who? The nurse who went missing. In the meantime, Julie sent Imani an enigmatic text message consisting of a series of emojis, which she believed to be a request for assistance. After discussing this with Voight, he advised her not to take any significant action since they had solid evidence against Raymond, and it might be a trap. Raymond was asked to come to the station by the squad to help with Aurelia's missing person investigation. Raymond was well prepared, providing flawless justifications with each officer and at every stage. When Voight entered and feigned to be dazed and perplexed by the details, Raymond corrected him and unintentionally revealed that he was knowledgeable about a park that he had before stated he had never seen. At last, Raymond made a mistake. He was under the control of the intelligence unit, but they required more proof before they could formally arrest him. On the Chicago Police Department, Eva Imani might be in serious danger. In the meantime, Julie sent Imani an enigmatic text message consisting of a series of emojis, which she believed to be a request for assistance. After discussing this with Voight, he advised her against taking any significant action because they lacked hard evidence against Raymond, and it might be a trap. The best Voight could do was obtain a tracking order for Raymond, but he still gave the police orders to protect Julie. While following protocol, Imani was incensed over the lack of momentum, but Voight urged her to restrain her instincts. Later that evening, Imani received a worrisome call from Julie, who was breathing erratically before the call ended. Imani thought for a moment about telling Voight after not receiving a response, but in the end she went to the Bell home to see how Julie was doing. Imani searched the Bell residence after entering, but she was unable to locate Julie. As the program went to black, Imani discovered Julie's phone lying on the ground and heard an odd sound behind her. Chahards are concerned about Imani's destiny at the hands of the chilling Raymond Bell, and she is not alone in that house of horrors. Watch Chicago Police on NBC on Wednesdays at 10/9C and Peacock the following day.